This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so let's start in 2 to 3 minutes. So anyone has any questions, please let me know. Today I'll start something about cloud formation template. It's an important subject. We'll talk about what are the concepts of cloud formation template. Cloud formation templates, Terraform, both are competitors. Both activities will do the same stuff. Okay, so we'll deal with that. We'll go into that area. But meanwhile, anyone has any questions, please let me know. Okay, so anyone has any questions, please let me know. So the cloud formation template, as I mentioned you, what is the advantage of cloud formation template? Can anyone please tell me what is an advantage of cloud formation template? It's not for automation. You don't write any code. It is so cloud formation template. What is the meaning of a cloud formation template? First important thing you need to write, it is called as IAC. What is the meaning of IAC? If you want to create infrastructure, like what is infrastructure? I want to create 2 servers, one database server, one network. You are not creating any code. You are writing in format. So what is IAC? Infrastructure as code. Fine. So that means you are going to write it in which format? JSON or YAML format. Okay. Cloud formation template. Don't get confused. If anyone asks you an interview, do you have any experience in IAC? I've seen some customer, I think one girl from UK asked me, sir, you did not explain IAC. Then I said, like, cloud formation template is IAC. So, oh, cloud formation interview, I said, I don't know IAC. IAC is infrastructure as code, Terraform, cloud formation template, Ansible, Kubernetes, all these things are IACs. Because you are not going to write any code, you are going to write it in format. Okay, IAC, JSON or a YAML format, you are going to write it. Okay, okay, infrastructure as a code if you want to create it. Okay, yesterday did you understood what is cloud formation template? Yesterday I explained you about my company, right? So people's companies, you can write a code to create a VPC, RAM and everything. But what is the biggest disadvantage? You created it very good. But if you want to delete it, you want to update it, it's very, very, very tedious work. Whereas in cloud formation template, it is very easy. It's very easy. You are not going to write any additional code or anything like that. Is it clear, right? That is the beauty of cloud formation template. Anyone has any questions before I start? Okay, if you want to create infrastructure, repeatable infrastructure, then you use cloud formation template. For your example, one customer comes and asks you, hey, can you go say, I need a development environment. Your company will ask you, what is the development environment? You need a load balancer, you need application servers, you need a database server, you need a network, okay, and you need a role. Let's take an example. Customer asks like this one. Okay, you created manual and gave it to you. He tested it very, very well. Superb, it's working. Now he'll come up and say, Arre, dev environment is working fine. I want this same environment in test environment. For test environment also, again, you will go and create a load balancer, again application server, again role, again database, again. But if you anything you miss, right, there is a difference between this environment and this environment. If you misses, there are chances, human errors. Now, If anyone is happy with your test environment, now they will ask you to go for production environment. This one, this one, this one are getting repeated. For those kind of repeated, you are going to use what is that? Cloud formation template. Create one template. Anytime you execute it, it will create a same environment. Those kind of repetitive behavior, if you want any infrastructure, you use cloud formation template or Terraform. Is it clear? Terraform or cloud formation template, the people will use it. Anyone has any question, sir, please ask. This is, as I told you yesterday, this is one of the most important AWS service. If you are very good at this service, chances of getting a job is high. As simple as that. In product based companies. Fine. So let us go how the cloud formation template structure will be there. How the cloud formation template structure will be there. AWS cloud formation template, and I would like to come up and say structure. What is this structure? How it looks? Anyone sees cloud formation template for the first time? Anyone sees cloud formation template for the first time? They will never like cloud formation forever. You are, that's what I'm saying you, right? I'm going to tell you the future now. Okay, I'm doing magic now. I'm going to tell you future. Maybe I don't know how many people are there total. I think this batch is 35 or 34 people are there in this batch. Okay, out of 35, 34 or 33 people take cloud formation template lightly, and this is happening from consecutive from past 12 years. I'm telling training. I tell them this is very important. 95% of the people will take it lightly. They will listen. Oh, very good, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. And they will not do it. They will take it lightly. And then I'll tell you what will happen to the future. They'll go for an interview. They will crack first round. Second round, or basically in a very good company, second round, they will fail. They will understand I failed due to cloud formation template. Again, they will call me after 4 months and say, sir, when the cloud formation template class college is this batch is starting, sir, I want to join that particular cloud formation template. Again, they will join. This is happening from consecutive from 10 years. I'm telling you, take it very seriously, learn it, understand it. If you have any problems, configuration, anything, if you don't understand, ask me, but do it. Is it clear, right? I don't know whether, how do I open WhatsApp here? I open WhatsApp, at least in 1 year, 20 people will connect me, ask about cloud formation template. I was basically with my entire family. I was entirely with my family in Andaman 4 months or 5 months back. I don't know, 4 or 3 months back. I don't know what's the time. So I told I'll switch off my mobile. I'll not do any work. So I went in Andaman. I was then not in Andaman. From Andaman, I went to another remote island. No one is there except 4 or 5 families in that remote. I stayed in that family, in that place. I got 16 calls from one girl on cloud formation template. She's working in Wipro, or I don't know what is that company, Wipro or TC, I don't know what. Basically, sir, please help, sir. My manager is asking, sir, what should I do? 16 calls. For the first time, I went to a lobby, and in that one, there is no internet in that island. There is no internet. Only internet is available. I think some 20 or 30 MB is there for allocated for you. 5-star hotel. I stayed there. I opened my laptop in that holiday, helped her. Again, she's getting a call. Again, she's getting a call. Sir, what should I do? Like that one. Keep it in your mind, please. This is very important. Understood, right? Okay. So what is a cloud formation template? How the structure of the cloud formation template? I'll open cloud formation template and show you. As I said you, with my experience, including me, when I started working on cloud formation template, first day I saw this one, then I realized this cloud formation template is no, I did not born for this cloud formation template. It's not for me. I did not work for cloud formation template for 1 week unless my manager forced me to work on it. Give me the status, or else what I will see. Then I have forced to work on it. Then I realized it's one of the most easiest topic. Okay, if you open, I'll open cloud formation template. You see a cloud formation template, don't get panic. This is cloud formation template. Don't get panic. Array, what is this cloud formation template? Again, don't think like me. This is not for me. Open this one. It is like this. Commas, full stop, quotation, that, these. Okay, you will see like this. And if you see, yeah, maybe this is a very, very big. No, this is to create one virtual machine, one EC2 instance. You have to write this much. Okay, to create one EC2 instance, you have to write this much. But I'm telling you, this is the most easiest AWS service. Let us make it much more easiest one. First day also I saw this one and said like in entire life I will never touch this one. Yes, seeing this one, see what will happen. One comma is missed, one full stop is missed. What is this? Understood, right? Easy, sir. Very, very, very easy. Let's understand how the cloud formation template structure is there. So let us go into the structure. This is cloud formation template structure. Okay, write it down. Cloud formation can be written in JSON and YAML format, right? Just give me, I will give this mobile. Give me 1 minute. Charging is not there. Meanwhile, write it down all these things. Charging పెడతారా ఇది సి కేబుల్ ఉందా ఒక్క నిమిషం నేను ఇస్తాను ఒక్క నిమిషం వస్తారా ఎవరన్నా okay so this is a template so your cloud formation template is like this one please write it down the first one AWS template format version what is the meaning of AWS cloud formation format the first cloud formation template line starts with that ఇది పెట్టండి yeah okay so the first line ఇక్కడ పెట్టండి okay what is పనిచేస్తుందా అదొకటి పనిచేస్తుందా okay so first line AWS template format version what is the meaning of AWS format when you are running a cloud formation template you are going to write it in JSON format and submit it to AWS will read this one and create AWS services right and how do they understand this JSON format is in which version that is called as version date and this is not your date you cannot come up and say what is today's date February 3rd February 2nd I want to go and write February 3rd. It will not work this is a version actually it looks like a date only but you should never change that one you should never change it is like 10/10/2020 in the first or second day of cloud formation template learning okay in the first or second cloud formation ఇక్కడ పెట్టేం లేకపోతే in the first or second day of cloud formation template the date I'll show you it was the same month or somewhere I started cloud formation template and it was not working me for around 4 to 5 hours if you open this one what is the first line what is the first line 2010-09-09 at the same time I started learning cloud formation template so I felt this is a date then I said okay I'll go and change today date and executing and it's saying error in the first line error in the first line error in the first line which first line man what happened man I was so confused error in the first line every time I write everything I did not and then I gave up I said like I'll not do today I'm done then next day error in the first line error in the first line then I took another cloud formation template sample run it ran then I compared these things only one difference was there what is that so you should never change this one this is a fixed one okay AWS template format version okay it is like 2010-09-09 fine next you are going to write next one what is the next one description write it down what is description when you run this cloud formation template why are you running this cloud formation template and what it will create you need to write right if you have in your company lot of cloud formation template which cloud formation belongs to what how do you know so description is nothing but AWS cloud formation sample template you are going to write like you can write it down this cloud formation template is used to go and create SAP application it will go and create a VPC 3 application servers 1 database server 1 IAM role and this is not in free tier you can write whatever you want right That is called as description. That is called as description. Description about what this cloud formation template will do, so that people, it is very easy for them to go for it. Clear? Fine. Now the next important thing is coming. Next important thing is coming. What is the next important? Please write it down. Parameter. Parameter, and write it down. Maximum parameters you can add it in one cloud formation template is 60 parameters. Okay.
Kumar,
What
this
is
Ramara,
parameter?
is there
Yes,
any
sir.
sequence we need to follow?
No, there is no sequel. Any JSON, there is no need for sequel to follow.
No, no, not sequel, sequence.
Sequence only, no sequence.
No, what I mean to say, first we need to write version, next
Nah. That's
description.
what I'm saying. You no sequence, as I said, you right.
Okay, okay. Because
JSON
when you
itself
should,
is generally no sequence.
okay, when you are showing some template in the other form,
You can first write it down
metadata is
description.
there. Okay,
First you can write description, then you can write template format.
okay, sir.
Okay, good. So parameter, sir, what is meant by parameter? Please write it down. Parameter is equal to input parameter. Means if you want to launch a cloud formation template, customer has to provide some input. Based on that input, cloud formation template should run. For your example, you have written here one cloud formation template which will go and create one EC2 instance. But who will enter what is the key pair name? You cannot hard code key pair name, right? He may use one key pair, you may use I may use key pair. So who's going to provide input? Now you're launching one EC2 instance. What is instance type? T2.large or T2.micro or T2.xlarge? Someone should provide an input. If you launch a cloud formation template, it will come up and say, I can't launch. You need to provide some input. Based on your input, I will launch it. That is input, right? Input parameters, that is nothing but you add it in parameters. If you see this example, what is this example? Input parameter is nothing but it will ask you whatever you add it here, it will ask you as a questions when you launch a cloud formation template. Is it clear, right? So whatever you write it here, how many questions you can add maximum? 60 questions you can ask. When you launch a cloud formation template will ask, sir, please answer this question, this question, this question, this question. Based on your input, I will create something else. Is it clear? The first question I am asking here, see here, what is that question it is asking? Key name. And what is the question it will ask you? Whatever you write it here in the description. It will ask you name of an existing EC2 key pair to enable SSH to access instance. It is asking. What is the second question it is asking? What is the second question it is asking? What is the second question it is asking? Instance type. Instance type it is asking. Now the person who is launching cloud formation, he'll come up and say instance type. I don't know instance type. If he doesn't know, then what is that? Default values, what is that? T2.micro, it will select. Or else what he can select, whatever you write in, what is that? Allowed values. It will show wantedly for demo I have written, what is that? Pavan. But actually what it should be, T2.micro, T2.nano, T2.micro, T2.small, T2.medium, lot of, it will ask you, right? In this one, which one you want to select, you can select it. If customer doesn't provide anything, by default it will select T2.small. It is an input. That's what I'm saying, you input parameter. You are going to provide inputs. Next one, what is this one? Application port number. Application, when a customer is launching one application, what is the port number of application he wants to provide? By default values, what is that? 80. Array, I don't want 80. Then customer can enter 8080, 8081. Customer, right? That is the reason it is asking question C, 80 or it is asking 443. You can ask. Lot of things are there here. You can ask how many questions, sir? 60 parameters you can go and provide. It is like a questions. Anyone as any questions. For your case, I'm just showing you a demonstration, sir. I will definitely launch, and I'll tell you, I'm removing Pavan here, I'm adding Dikshit here.
And so version and description also parameter, right?
What is that? What is that?
Version and description. AWS version, date, and the description also one
Where
of
is
the
that one, sir?
parameters, right?
Where is that one?
First,
Where is that one? This is the, what is this one? Parameters. Inside this one, you have a parameters. So this is separate, this is separate.
okay.
Okay, let me launch it and show you. AWS, sorry. Let me log in. Okay, you log into this one. You have, what is this one? Cloud formation template. I am launching cloud formation template. I'm showing you what is the meaning of a parameter. If you see here, I change the value to Dikshit. I'll save it. See here, sir. I will launch you full time, but who created this one? Oregon. Man, this guy is creating. What is the date today? EK server is creating. You'll get high bill. You go here. I'm launching a cloud formation template. I'll help you in launching a cloud formation template. I'm just showing you. I'm selling upload the, so click on add and select your cloud formation template. Where is your cloud formation template? This is your cloud formation template, right? You double click on it. I am ready. Cloud formation template will read. When you click on next, it will read your parameter and ask you the questions. See, what is this? What is that it is asking you? Customer port number. What is this one? Customer name. What is this one? Instance type T2.nano by default. No, I want to go and click on it. What is there here? If you see here, what is there? Whatever we provided, it came, right? It came Dikshit, right? It is reading this it's this one. Okay, it is input. It is asking, boss, can you provide your input? My input would be this one. Do you want to change it? Yes, I want to change it. You can select it. Key pair name, fire, what is that? Monitoring, SSH location, SSH port number. All this question it is asking so that the customer can edit these values or provide the values. Is it clear, right? All things wherever you want that one to be provided, you are going to add it in parameters. Is it clear? Parameter is nothing but input parameter. Input, you are going to provide input, input parameters. Any one has any questions? Please focus one of the most important AWS service. I'm telling you. Okay. In Infor company, one person joined, Kelly Technology student. This is like one year, 14 months back. Only cloud formation template. He knows AWS. Expert in cloud formation and lenter. Sir, can you? I did an interview normally. I felt like this guy is very good in cloud formation, and I referred back. They gave 2 years of experience into a product-based company. Neatly got selected. He's doing from past 1 year. He's working on only cloud formation template only. Clear, right? And I told you, I do this things, then your salary will double. He's just focusing on those things. That's good. Hope you understood the importance of parameters. Understood? So what is this one? What is this one? Template, description, parameters. You are going to enter parameter. And please write it down. Now, in the parameter, to create EC2 instance, I need instance type. I'm asking what is the port number. I'm asking customer. But I am not asking, see, can you tell me this cloud formation? I'll tell you, very important part. The next part is important and confusing. This cloud formation template I created where this cloud formation template, when you launch it, it will go and create a SAP application. Okay, I created that cloud formation template. SAP application, who requires? Tell me. SAP application, who requires? Which customers require SAP application? Tell me. Who requires? Can you tell me some names? Tata requires. Okay. Tata belongs to which country? Okay. Next. Next. Any company in the world require a SAP application or a ERP application? Yes or no? It's not going to be India. It's going to be anywhere in the world. Yes, sir. Then how do you write your cloud formation template? I am not asking here in when you are launching EC2 instance, what is the most important thing to create EC2 instance? The number one. Without that, it will not create. No. Region is mandatory. Next. Good. Next. Most important thing. To create EC2 instance, what is the most important thing? Most first you will select that only, sir. AMI. If you see, I am launching EC2 instance. I never asked, please select AMI. I am asking, please select instance type and everything. Why I am not asking, play select AMI? AMI belongs to region based. So AMI ID 1234 means Mumbai. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 North Virginia. SAP application, if customer selects North Virginia, it should launch North Virginia AMI. It cannot launch India AMI. AMI is region based. So how do I go and provide? Please write it down the next session. If you want anything, you want to make it global, you will write it mapping. Write it down mapping. What is that mapping? You are going to map. Map means, let's take an example. If customer selects North Virginia, AMI ID should be 1234. If customer selects Mumbai, it should be Mumbai AMI. If customer selects South Africa, South Africa AMI. AMI is not unique in the world. AMI is region based. If customer selects, I want VPC EC2 gets created in Mumbai, you cannot launch North Virginia AMI. It will fail. That is the reason you add a mapping. What is mapping? See here, sir. How do you map it? Very neatly. See here. If customer select what region? If customer select Europe West, don't launch, please launch this AMI. Because AMI IDs are different across the region. So what do? You want to write it. Now let us take an example. Your business Asia Pacific Northeast 1. That is, let us take an example, Singapore. Your business itself is not present in Singapore. Are business is not there. You can make it. What is that? What is that? You can add it. Not supported. I'm not going to launch it, or you can remove the entry. Okay, but what you can do here, you can map region to your AMI ID so that tomorrow you don't have any one AMI ID. You cannot launch. There is a Mumbai AMI ID 1234 and that can be launched in North Virginia. It will come up and say this AMI ID does not belongs to North Virginia. So what you need to do? Your SAP AMI has to copy it into all the regions. When you move it into all the region, every region you will have AMI ID and paste it like this one. Is it clear, guys? Online people, clear? Please let me know.
Yeah, while writing the script, how we'll come to know the AMI ID? So we should
You are the
get it
owner.
from the front end.
You are the owner. You are launching SAP application. You are taking AMI images. You are writing user data. You know what to do. So you are going to paste the AMI IDs. Your company has told you to launch an SAP application. So what do? You go and create 2 systems, 3 systems, install it, configure it, understand the steps, what we are doing, what is customer requirement, 2 application servers, 3 application server, load balancer, database. You will understand those things. And where are your customers? Your team lead will come up and say our customers will be all over the world. So you will create SAP images and take that SAP images, copy across the world, take that images and paste it here. All these things you will be doing, sir, because this is your application. Got it, sir?
Yeah.
If your business, it's very clearly, if your business is not present in India, all you think, then why do you add an entry India? Remove wherever the business, 7 or 8 entries of that region you provided. Rest of the things it is not supported. Anyone customer launches also it will fail. Why? I don't have any business of that application. No, I have across all my total world, all my regions. Customer should select my image. It should work. Then you do create it and paste it. Your AMI IDs based on the region based like this one. Clear, guys? Fine, online people, anyone has any questions? Now the important part is coming. So you understood mapping. What is a mapping? You map X to Y, any mapping, X to Y, you can map it. Now tell me, when you launch this cloud formation template, what should get create? When you launch a cloud formation template, what should get create? EC2 instance load balancer, resources, whatever AWS services you want to create it, you write it in resources. What is resources? Nothing but resources is equal to AWS resources. That's it. Like you want to create what? EC2 instance, load balancer, auto scaling, S3 bucket, IAM role, whatever you want to create it, right? You will create those things. Resources. Sir, what should I go and create it? Now you have decided, sir, I want to create one EC2 instance. So you are going to start writing like EC2 instance. Now tell me, can you tell me what is the difference between resources means what it will go and create? EC2 instance. What is parameters? Input. So actually what you have written here to create, what is that? EC2 instance. What is instance type? Where did you provide an instance type? Parameter. That is the reason. See here, sir. You are going to create something called as what is that? EC2 instance. And what is instance type? You are not going to hard code. You are going to say refer the parameter name in the top. What is the tab name? Instance type. Is it clear, right? Customer is going to provide. Tomorrow I need to create a cloud formation template in such a way that Tata company can launch, shopkeeper can also launch. You cannot hard code. Instance type is equal to Tata requires tx dot large systems. Let's go and paste it tx large. If small customer launches, it will go and create tx large, which is very costly. Customer should provide input. Customer will come up and say, I'm a very small customer. I'll go and provide t2 dot small. Tata company will come up and say, I will go and take t2 dot xxx large. My wish. So they should provide an input, right? Whenever they provide an input, that value has to replace here. That is the reason why you have, what is this one? Refer the parameter in the top. See here, I am trying to create, what is that? EC2 instance. Now you may ask a question. Now can anyone tell me during creation of during creation of EC2 instance, what are the inputs it is expecting? You can give AMI ID next, storage next, VPC next, user data next. Next, sir. Yes, sir. Online people. Security group next. So many things are there. You forgot.
Key pair
next. IAM role next. Security group. Okay. Next. Can I go and provide? Do you remember in CloudWatch detail monitoring? Yes or no? If you go and provide detail monitoring, yes, what will happen?
It will charge every 1 minute.
Every 1 minute. It will monitor every 1 minute. Understood, right? So many things you provided. Sir, I also want to provide like this one. So that is the reason. How do you know property? See, I am an expert. So I've written here. What is this one? What is this? Property, instance type, security group, key pair name written. Sir, you are not expert. You'll say you have written. How do I enter it? So never believe this name. This can be Kumar also. Never. I'm trying to create here. What is that? EC2 instance. Here, if it is EC2 instance, EC2 instance. No. This I can come up and say S3 also. Never believe this one. You should believe this one. What is this? What is the type? I'm trying to create, what is that? EC2 instance. And how do you know what are the inputs? Copy this one. Paste it here. Click on enter. Check it for this one. What is this one? Click on it. To create EC2 instance in cloud formation template, you can go and provide these many inputs. See, can I go and provide availability zone name? Can I go and provide EBS optimization? Can I go and provide disable API termination protection? Can I go and provide, so many things are there. Hibernate option. Can I go and provide IAM profile? Can I go and provide AMI ID? Can I provide instance type? So many things it is asking. All are mandatory? No, it's not mandatory. What are mandatory? AMI ID is mandatory. Instance type is mandatory. Okay, VPC is not mandatory. These two are mandatory. But let's take an example. You need to provide an option. See here, sir, what I provided here. What can anyone tell me? What is this? What is this? What is this? This one. Monitoring. Means what? What is monitoring? CloudWatch monitoring. So customer, see, I am creating in such a way so that if Tata company come up and say, this is my very, very important server, I want to enable monitoring, he should have a feature in parameter so that he can select, do you want detail monitoring? Yes or no. By default, no. Otherwise it is chargeable, right? So customer can select. So that is the reason I have added here monitoring is equal to refer the, what is that? Monitoring in the top. What is the top? What is this? What is this? Monitoring. It will ask you what? Do you want to enable detail monitoring? And by default value is false because unnecessarily. Customer will say, no, 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 I need. So what he will select? True. If we select true this value, this monitoring contains what value? True value. And that will replace in where it will replace? It will come here. And what did you mention here? What did you mention here? Monitoring is equal to what is that? Refer the parameter name in the top. What is that? Monitoring. Okay. If you see what is it is asking, what is the next one? Tax. What tax, sir? I am asking what is that? Customer name. Customer he is launching, he should provide name, right? Wipro wants to go and enter Wipro. Tata means Tata, so that the cost and everything is segregated. Customer name. And what is the customer name? Refer the parameter name. What is that? Customer name. It is you who are going to define parameters based on your business use cases, and that will be referred here. And the beauty and the very, very, very beauty of cloud formation template is, I'll tell you. See, what is this one, sir? What is this? What is this? Security group. It has to create security group, right? Security group, I've written security group here. This is one security group it will go and create it, right? And in security group, you remember, it will ask you what is the port number should be open. That is what I'm saying. Refer the parameter. What is that? SSH port number. In the top, I'm providing SSH port number. Okay. And 20 SSH port number by default is 22 port number. 22 port number should be open to whom? Array, I am launching, it should open to me. He will enter his CRDR location. What is your gateway? He will enter my gateway IP. Only he can connect it. So that is the reason refer parameter. And the beauty is I am writing EC2 instance here and referring the security groups here. Security group, refer this one. See. So that what will happen? Interdependency. EC2 instance wants to create first security group should be there. It will say array first it will go and create what is that? Security group, and then it will go and create EC2 instance. Interdependency, you can write it here. Whereas if you want to write it in programming, you have to write if but conditions and everything. Here you are not going to write anything. Is it clear? Anyone has any questions? Online people, is it clear, sir? You are going to write a refer parameters. You are going to add everything here. Now you may have a question, where is the storage, sir? If you don't provide any storage, it's not mandatory service. You have already provided what is that? AMI ID. AMI ID contains what is the storage? It will launch by default. Is it clear, right? Like this one, whatever you want to create it, whatever you want to refer it, you are going to refer it. There are, please write it down in parameters. There are two types of parameters. One is you are entering the parameter, right? Custom parameter. Second one is AWS default parameters. Like, see, what is customer name? Who's going to enter customer name? Who's going to enter customer name? Customer will enter it. That is the reason that is called as custom parameter. There is default parameters. Like what is this one? You launch this cloud formation template in one region, right? You will select a region. You will select a region. So automatically, see here, sir, what is, can you tell me what is this one? How the AMI ID will be selected? Region. Which region you are launching? You are providing any input? Is there any input? Now you will see one more parameter. See here, sir. Be careful. Very, very important. Read it. See here. There are default parameters. AWS automatically assigns some parameters there. You are not, it's not like this one. What is this parameter? What is this? What is this? Refer. I did not provide it anywhere in the top. What is that? AWS region, but AWS : region, it will take automatically the region. Default parameters. Keep it in your mind. Very, very important. One is for your use case. You are entering the parameters in the top and referring them. Another thing, by default, AWS has some values like this one. Is it clear, right? So hope you understood. Anyone has any questions? You now tell me. Use your mind and tell me. Here I am creating this EC2 instance. Actually, this EC2 instance is an application server. Fine. I want to create a database server. What should I do? Tell me. I want to create application server and a database server. What do you do? Tell me. Please tell me now.
Gateway.
Sir, please, sir. What is that answer, sir? I want one more EC2 instance to get created using CloudFormation template. Why gateway is coming here, sir? No, sir. Absolutely wrong. Again, answer is completely wrong. I'm telling you, you created one application server here. I want another application server or another database server I needed. What do you do? Database server I needed. What do you do? When you launch a CloudFormation template here, what is getting created? One EC2 instance and one security group. Now I need not one EC2 instance, one application EC2 instance, one database EC2 instance, one application security group and database security group. Tell me, what should I do? Use your mind. Easy.
No, just write it one more.
Go ahead, sir. Good. One more what? Go ahead.
One more, the configuration file and attach to that.
Where is the configuration file?
This one.
No, we'll repeat the same code.
Very good. You are going to repeat. Come on, sir. It's clearly saying what you want to go and create resources. Copy this one. Copy this one. And what do you do here? Paste it here. Now you come up and say, what is this one? DB. And what it will launch? So it will go and create this server. It will go and create this server. But I am not happy with what is this one? Instance type, it's same. What do you do in the parameter? Go and create something called as, what is that? DB instance type, DB security group, DB keeper name, DB monitoring. In the parameter, you can add it. So more questions it will ask. Customer will select based on that one. The values will replace here. What do you create then? Now you want to create 10 EC2 instance with S3. What do? You repeat like this one. And let's take an example. You want to create S3. How do I go and create S3? You go and type AWS S3. What is that? CloudFormation. You go and click on it. You get a syntax. I want to create S3 bucket, sir. I want to create one S3 bucket. So if you want to go and create it, copy this one example. Copy this example. I'm just taking. Copy this one. What do you do here? Again, repeat it. You go and click on it, enter, just paste it, and then what do you do? Colon, bracket. What it will go and create? S3 bucket. Whatever you require, you add all these things in what is that? Resources neatly. And sir, what is the bucket name? Ask that one as a parameter. Go and ask, please enter customer bucket name. He will enter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You will create that one, take that one and refer that one and it will go and create it. This is the way you take an input and you're creating resources based on your business case. Lot of product based companies are created like this one, their own product. They're going to launch CRM application. When customer selects CRM application, it should go and create CRM application end to end. And in that one, customer will create 4 CloudFormation templates. CRM for smaller customers, CRM for enterprise edition, CRM for basically base edition, CRM for free tier. Free tier means one application server, one database server. Enterprise edition means one load balancer, 3 application server, one database server, one IAM role, one cloud watch. It is based on the business days. They will go and create resources. Is it clear? Anyone has any questions, guys? Is it clear, online people?
Kumar sir, I have a couple of questions.
Yes, sir.
Here,
Go ahead, sir.
AWS default parameter values, right? That is also treated as one of the parameter, right?
One of the parameters. Yes, you can utilize those parameters like region.
No,
There are something which are there. Yes, instance ID,
no, that
stack
is,
ID.
yeah, that is, it is part of the 60, within the 60, right? Or otherwise,
No, it is not. No,
and
60 custom parameters. These are default parameters. By default, it is not considered in 60.
okay, it's not part of the within the 60.
Yes, those
Okay,
things are custom
what?
parameters.
Okay, custom parameters not part of that one. Okay, I got it. That is one question. The another question is, from which library we need to include to get the AWS default parameters?
Which parameter?
Default parameters, AWS default parameters,
Your
right?
default
We want to
parameters
utilize.
will appear like this. Your default parameters are like this. AWS :
Cool. Yes, but where is the reference, sir? Where is the reference from where it
This
will
is by
refer?
default. This is by default. Refer whenever you're launching this cloud formation template. You went here, right? You went here. What did you selected? You selected you are launching a cloud formation template in this region. When you launch the cloud formation template, whatever that region, it will take it, and in this value that is there.
That is the default value of the AWS region.
Default
That
parameters of AWS. Yes. Region. Is it
okay.
clear, right?
How we
AWS
can
itself
identify?
will
Yeah.
add the value. AWS will
Yes.
itself will identify which region customer has selected. Based on that value, this value will have that region.
Okay. One more question, sir. How I can identify which are the mandatory fields I need to include? Okay, which are not.
You are the owner. You are the owner. What are the mandatory means? Why are you asking 60 parameters in the first one? How many you should ask when you are creating a product? Let us take an example. When you are creating one product, one application, what are the application inputs where you can provide those things to the customer? You will decide. If you have seen my example, I have decided. If you see here, right, I have decided. So what should I do? How do I minimize that? Okay. So if you see array, if you see here, I have decided I will go and ask customer the customer name. I have decided that I will ask customer port number. For your application, for your product, you have clearly all the customers, you know that all the customers use port number 80. You can remove this one, and what you can do in the application, it is going to be by default port number 80. But what I am providing customer can select the application, customer can enter the name, customer can provide SSH port number. Okay, why I am providing SSH port number? Because this is launching Linux system. What about Windows? Then it will become RDP port number. It is I who is the creator of this cloud formation template, who I knows what product it is launched and what kind of input are asked to the customer. What are the standard inputs? I will go and add it in parameters.
No,
Clear, sir?
Kumar, I am asking the same question in the different way.
Hmm.
His question could be like port number is required to create an instance, right? So if I forgot to add the
No. Port number is required. That's a wrong statement. Can you repeat correct statement?
SSH port number we have to give, right, while
Yes.
creating the EC2
Hmm.
instance. So if I forgot to add that syntax here, so
Which
what are the
syntax?
minimum syntax and then SSH port number that complete parameter is not there.
Okay.
So
It will fail.
when
Your
we are
cloud formation template fail. Why did I provided
fail.
here parameters? Basically, what is the reason I provided SSH parameter here? Because that is referred here in security group SSM port number. Now you forgot. What will happen? It will come here and it will come up and say SSH port number is empty. It will fail here. It will come up and say I cannot launch security group because you are not enter anything. Or if you have you can also provide an input here, mandatory provided an input. If that is the case here, sir, SSH port number, what did I do? Customer may not know. That is the reason I'm saying if customer forgot, it will be what is that. Now, if you forgot this parameter, then who asked you to forget this parameter? As simple as that. How CloudFormation template will know? How CloudFormation template will know what you want input? Because you are creating one product and you are not able to understand, evaluate your inputs. Based on your input, CloudFormation template will go and create the resources. Maybe you create a resource, it will go and create a security group with port number opening all, which is very dangerous for you. Then who decided to go and make it open to all? Then you want to restrict it. If you want to restrict it, what's the port number? And to whom you have to restrict? Those things you have to add it here. As simple as that. Got it, sir?
Okay.
It is you are the owner of this CloudFormation template. What is the input has to be provided by the customer? You will decide. You will add. Tomorrow customer will come up and specify, can you provide me an option? Open, what is that one? Port number 80, whatever you are providing in security group. Oh, that steps you will be adding in parameters. In user data, you are going to do something so that in security group port number, in security group port number 80 is open, and in the firewall also port number 80 is open. You are the person who are going to take a decision factor because your product it is. Hope you got it.
Yeah.
Any questions anymore? Yogendra, you are having some questions. Go ahead, sir, if you have.
I'm fine, sir. I'm done with my question.
Okay, all these things are very, 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 very important. So that is there. And the last, you can write happily whatever resources you want to create it inside. What is that? Resources, database server, multiple EC2 instance, security group, S3 bucket, all these things you can create. And the last one is you created, and what is that? Output. Please write it down. What is output? Input is parameter is an input. What it will go and create? Resources it will create. What is the output? What do you want to display? You can go and provide a display like instance ID, AMI. What is that? What is the instance ID you created? What is availability zone? Public DNS name, public IP address. We are launching SAP application. When you launch SAP application, you can come up and say output is equal to SAP application URL is equal to this is your application URL. You can do all those kind of things and you can go and provide as an output. Output is nothing but whatever AWS has created, you can come up with your own output like URL of your application, username and password of the database, or anything, whatever you want to go for an output, you can mention it here as an output. Internally, AWS has some function. If you see top, output is equal to instance ID. If you want instance ID, refer EC2 instance ID in the top I mentioned, right? It will go and provide it. EC2 instance has lot of properties, right? See, sir, availability zone. To get the availability zone, this EC2 instance has lot of data. But what I'm writing, function, get the attribute from this EC2 instance. What information? Availability zone. So here availability zone. Get the information of this EC2 instance. What is that? Public DNS. Get the attribute of EC2 instance. What is that? Public IP address. It will have IP address like that. Is it clear? Input is parameters. Description is description about this CloudFormation template. Resource is going to resource, go and create AWS resources. Mapping is mapping, and then output. Clear? Any one has any questions? Then we'll talk about it. This is in which format? So let's take an example. I'm doing, one of our student is asking question, you write a program, you have some syntax problem. How do you know? It will not allow, first of all. Second thing, this one you are written in which format? JSON format. Let's take an example. See here what I'm doing here. So let's close this one. This is your CloudFormation template. Fine. I by mistakenly, what did I add? See here. Let me go and show you. Somewhere I'll add it. See here. I'm by mistakenly added. Where is this? What is this? Somewhere. And what did I add it by mistakenly? What did I add it? Now your CloudFormation template is superb, Amaya. Very good. Now you go and click on Don't save it, but let's go for it. This is in which format? Whether correct JSON format is there or not, you have something called as JSON formatter online. Whether you are writing in correct JSON format or not, it will look for it. Lot of things are there. You are the owner. You can just click on it. It will ask you. This one is there. My thing, this one would be good one. Which one is good? This is very good. What do? Control A. You copied the JSON. Control C. Now you go Control C and execute it, and it will show you there is an error line in Samir, and it will show you what is this. Is it clear? First thing, this is what you are, because the JSON format itself is wrong. First, you will go and check it out. JSON formatted, there is a problem. Now, let us take an example. Got it right? You can do the syntaxes checking like this. That is the reason there is no fear. What will happen? Comma is missed, full stop is missed, and everything. You can run it. It will clearly show you there is a problem here. There is a problem here. Then you can work on it. Online people clear, guys? So then you will come here and say, "Arey yaar, what is this one, man? This is wrong. What is wrong? Near Samir, I provided something comma. So you remove this comma. Control A, Control C. Control V, you execute it. Now what is this? It says, what is this? Valid JSON. Is it clear? And see the family. See here, sir. Parameters, you click on it, all parameters. Mapping, mapping. Okay, you just click on mapping, mapping. Resources, EC2 instance, and security group output. See, whatever you have, the structure, you remember the structure? Template, description, parameters, mapping, resource, output. Is it clear, right? This is a JSON format. You are ready with the JSON format. You need to execute the cloud formation template. That is a demo which we will take it tomorrow. Is it clear? Tomorrow you will be launching a cloud formation template. It will be launching a cloud formation template. You will be completely ready. You will see, you launch a cloud formation template, you will see the entire EC2 instance, S3, DynamoDB, SAP installation, configuration, everything is done. Is it clear, guys? Is it clear? Anyone has any questions? Is it clear? Online people, clear, guys? Fine. Very, 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 very important. Not important. Very important. I was speaking with my manager. My manager has become a, what do you call it as? Very senior position in one startup-based company right now. He was working for Freshdesk as a director. Then he got an opportunity to move into one very good company. He moved up there. Okay. He was talking about there was an opening in principal software engineer role. You should get around base salary 60 lakhs. And then I asked, like, what is the role in that one? He said, like, half of the time you will write this one, cloud formation templates or terraforms. Simple. Is it clear, right? So that's the one which is very, very important. Let me know you have any questions. I'll sign off right now. Let us go and see tomorrow. Okay. Anyone has any questions? Online people, is it clear? Very, 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 very important AWS service. Again, I'm stressing out. Again, I'm saying 95% of the people will take it lightly. 5% of the people will take it seriously. And those 5% of the people will get job first. Is it clear, right? So keep it in your mind. Very important. I'll sign off right now. Let's see tomorrow, you guys. Okay. Bye, guys. Bye. Tomorrow I might go for online. No, let's see. Let's see. Chalo. Okay, bye.